update, you say?
Update, yeah. Yeah, this is going to be a revision of the first fret video. Basically, well, somebody had suggested I should put an LED light in it, which, to be honest with you, we had planned on doing. The first video we never had locally, we had to go to the city in Costco, an hour away, and pick up these LED lights. So that's what's up in it now. It's brighter, and there's cooler, and it's instant. Phone's ringing. Yeah. So anyway, we were so rudely interrupted. What did I do with the spring? That must be over there somewhere, but we'll worry about that. So anyway, now the first one cut in. Yeah, so before we ship this off to our son, I wanted to make sure that we got it as perfect as we can get it. So if you looked at the other video, you'd see how this thing works. It's basically there for pressing in the frets of a guitar. And I put the lock on it as well. It's basically just a regular arbor press, just converted over to a fret press. But what I kind of didn't like was the fact that this never sprung back on its own. Now, somebody suggested you could put a big spring here, and it was a good idea, and it's one that I've used already on a number of applications. Just come over here. Say, for instance, there's a spring used here,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
Okay, and then over here, look. I've used them here as well on the presses.
Oh, yes.
See, on the press brakes.
Yep.
One there, and I use springs there. So what I've decided to do, living on an island, you're going to get a lot of wind noise there.
Yeah.
Living on an island, you can't get things as fast as you can living on the mainland. So here's what I plan on doing. I kind of stole part of that spring off the tire changer.
You did.
So I cut that much off, and we got the supplier of the tire changer to order us a new spring. Not that it needs it, just flick around there, so you're showing it. It's basically there just to keep this from falling too hard, but it falls a little hard now. But now, in the meantime, I can use it like that until we get the new spring. So it's more important right now to get this ready and get this sent back to our son because he's building guitars. So here's basically how it's going to look. I'll show you how this is going to work. So, see?
Oh, yeah.
You know? So it's kind of nice. It's easy to push down. And it's easy to let go. So in other words, when you put your guitar neck in, let me see if I can find the Z-hole. So when he's clamping, he can clamp like that, and then it'll spring back on its own. See? Just lightly, right? You don't want it flicking back. I mean, you don't want the poor guy with a pipe on that trying to haul on it.
That's right.
So it is much better. The only thing is it looks like crap there now. You know? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build an upper plate and a lower plate to support that spring. And that's what I'm doing over here with this plate here. I'm going to use some aluminum. And we're going to
Oh, yeah.
machine it out. And hopefully we can make something of this.
So one piece on the bottom and one on the top.
Yeah,
or
it's
two.
just going to be like a support plate, right?
Okay.
And of course what happens is when you start something like this, then the phone rings and you get more work, so I kind of get on the ball here,
Yes.
right? So we'll come back and I'm going to machine all this out. We'll come back and we'll show you what it looks like. Kind of cheating. I'm nibbling the edge. You shouldn't be using it like this without the guard down, but don't do as I do as I say. I'm just trying to cheat a little bit and get rid of the circumference of that.
Yeah.
Much easier.
Yeah, there's a lot of them be a bit rounder.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll come back and show you a bit of machining after. Okay, folks, I'm just cutting the groove in that plate now that I got it machined. Let's see if the spring will fit in.
Almost done.
Well, I got the top plate done, so I shall show you. We shall see. That's what it looks like.
I got it recessed. Is that the right word?
Yeah,
Recessed. Yeah.
recessed. Yeah. See?
Oh, yeah.
That's the top. So now I got to make one for the bottom, but it's got to be. It's got to have a square hole in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You need to punch it.
Yeah, I'll punch them, I guess. I could machine them on the mill, but it's faster. So we're gone from that to that. This is not very complicated to do now, mind you. There's a couple of scruff marks there on the thing, so I'll polish them out there now, and then I'll start on the bottom piece. So then come out and we'll have a look and see what the intentions are here. So once the square plate is put down on the bottom, this will be put on here. This will be drilled and tapped.
Okay.
All right, and then that'll keep that spring as close to stationary as we can possibly keep it, you know, and it won't look so bad, you know, or I don't think it will anyway. So yeah.
And it'll keep it from squishing out sideways and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. And that way, see, we can get the part sent, the tool sent back to our boy, and he can continue on as if he was normal. And then we just got to wait for the new spring to come for our tire changer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's still usable.
Yeah, we'll sacrifice one tool to do another, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's what I got to do now is I got to make the bottom other plate might be a little bit on the tricky side because I got this here, right? But that's it. It is what it is. So I got to go to work.
Okay, what you doing now?
I'm getting ready to cheat. Not on you.
Cheat.
If I'm going to, I'm not going to admit it in front of you.
Oh, and on camera.
And on camera.
Okay, so you got a plan.
Well,
So what you gonna cheat on?
I got to cut a square hole.
Yeah.
Now I could set up the mill to do it. The mill there.
Right. You're not gonna do that? That's where cheating comes in?
But we're going to cheat. And you know why we're going to cheat?
Why?
Because we can.
True.
So basically what I'm going to do, this is not, I don't have to be dead accurate. I'm going to cut a square hole in that. You can see where I got the other side machined.
Okay.
All right. I got a square die put in there. I'll just give you an idea now what this looks like. Hang on now. Here, hang on now. Let me get my dooflicky over here. Here's my dooflicky. So basically, I'm going to cut a series of square holes so that I can
Get up to the correct size you want.
yes, you know? That way I don't have to be trying to mill it out, because with the mill you can't even get into the corners. So,
It's like nibble again.
yeah,
Chop,
chop, nibble.
Chop, nibble.
But you shouldn't be doing what I'm doing. So, don't do as I do as I say. Don't do this. Unless you're foolish like me, don't do this. So we're going to go chop. See what happens. There's hardly enough room for me, you, and the camera.
Yeah.
And, I'll show you the first series of chops in a second.
We'll get the idea. Get the gist of it, as they
Yeah,
say.
so that's basically what I'm doing. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to continue on as if I was normal. And then we're going to file out. I'll show you, when I get it cut out, I'll show you what else I'm going to do. How's that?
Good.
Okay?
I'd say that's pretty tough metal.
Yeah, I bet.
No?
I got to drill a hole and tap it, see?
Okay.
So that the cap will
Go on there.
be able to go on. And then if I had somebody now who could make me a nice domed decal,
Really?
like Shorts Guitars or something,
Go on top of that?
that would really set it off.
Hmm.
You know? I don't know who I can get to do it. Can you call her around?
No, I don't know. Can you check and see if the girlfriend's available?
Nah, she's not into that stuff.
She's not into that.
Nah.
Get rid of her.
You're into purses and boots, and she's into Rolls Royces and yachts. So between the two of you got me killed.
I'm gonna say you got yourself a big problem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a nice dome emblem on the top.
Yeah, I think so, eh?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a project for later.
Yeah, so I got the hole cut out. I still got work on it yet. But the problem is we have a technical difficulty back here.
What's going on?
The rib back here. Go over on the other side, you'll see it. So I could mill this out, but I think I'm going to take this off. Grind a little bit off of there. It's not going to matter one way or the other.
Square it off or whatever.
Yep.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm checking in again.
Yeah, it's going on. Takes time.
Okay, what are you doing now? Because you're not keeping me informed.
My God, you're so nosy. My God. Yeah,
No, it seems good.
I'm threading.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we're gonna drill that hole.
Yeah.
Go down here, because you've got that light blinding us.
That's it. Should get more light in there, obviously.
Obviously. Oh, yeah.
Yep. So we're going to thread that. I got that primed a little bit there.
We're remodeling the mod, actually, isn't it?
Well, that's it. My son, the time I get this done, I'm liable to have air conditioning and cruise control on it.
It's true.
It's supposed to be in a box. Sent today.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Oh,
I'll put Z-bottoming tap in it now.
okay, and Z-tap some more?
Z-
Finish with the wave?
Yeah, but
Yeah, I was wondering if I need to clean it.
oh
Like-
boy, it's,
like I did.
it's pretty bad in there. But then it's bad because of the other jobs, not because of this job.
Filled up.
Yeah. I had to gouge out a little bit there.
Oh, yeah. Been on the back.
Yeah. But that's nothing here nor there.
Yeah. Neither here nor there.
No.
Oh, I'm off again now.
Are you?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I got it primed and painted up here. I got two-way tape put on the bottom. So that way when I put it there on the bottom, it'll stick and won't move around.
Okay, so you got it on the car, you got it finished?
I'll just put the, yeah, I started the car. Yeah, I got to tighten that down. That worked out pretty good, huh? Well, we're going to call these pieces end keepers. And basically what they do is they keep the spring in place. So when Daniel is using this now, see? All right, it's just enough on it, you know? See? If you want to let it go, it'll come back and slam, but there's nothing to hurt. But then if he wants to lock it, there's no problem to lock it.
Wow.
All right? Yeah, so much. See? So,
Smooth, too.
now, needs a nice decal. You know the jobs, my mods are never complete unless you got your input in there. So what I like to have,
What do you want?
huh?
What do you want to put under?
I'd like to have, well, this is fabrication, so I'd like to have probably a welder. You got a welder? And I'd like to have blue in it and yellow in it because, I don't know, blue and yellow kind of goes good together, just like the,
Oh, yeah, sure, we did one similar for your other.
yeah, maybe you can tweak it and put our phone number on it and our name and all that gibberish and all whatever. And that way we can cover up that,
Oh, yeah.
that bolt too, right?
Wow, that's nice.
That really worked out good, yeah. So, tighten it up.
Perfect.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing around like it.
No?
And you know, if he ever needs it for a regular arbor press, he can just put that back on it. And then he can take off his cull, that's what they call a cull. And then he can use it as a regular arbor press. I doubt he ever will, but
No, that's right.
the option is still there. So while I'm doing that car, maybe, oh yes, and can you dome it?
Oh, yeah.
Put the coating on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
And,
nice.
and we'll see what it looks like. And then I guess that'll pretty well complete it, eh?
Yeah, I think it's done then. You can say it's officially finished.
Officially finished, yeah. I asked Daniel about the spring, and Daniel said, oh, it's not necessary, you know. But then somebody on the video had mentioned that spring, and I knew I had used those springs in the past. And the ones that I used, by the way, on those presses, they're from a motorcycle, actually a Goldwing. And, but there's 10 years ago I used them.
Mm-hmm.
And then this morning I was sizing that up on the,
Yeah, that's right.
you know. And of course we called around everywhere looking for springs. Nobody had one.
No one had them.
So we sacrificed a tool of ours to make a tool for him. What you wouldn't do for your children, eh?
I know. In order to get one, we had to move to Ontario or we had to move to the US.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
close.
So like I say, and with this here, what I like about this is indexable. You pull out. Wherever you want it to stop, it'll stop.
Yeah.
All right? So, yeah. And the beauty of this too as well is it still gets its full travel with that spring.
Yeah.
Look, see? Actually, you got more, but the cull is keeping it. Yeah.
Actually, it's nice to have a dedicated tool for that work.
Well,
So
he
you
never-
don't interchange with other tools.
He never had it. He was using the drill press, and the problem with a drill press is when you're pressing frets in with a drill press, you can actually break off the table, you know? So, I mean, this here is in such a way you can adjust it or whatever. Yeah. So you go ahead and make me the decals. And you know what? Let's make a couple of extra ones. And maybe this is going to be our last video for a while. We'll give away a couple of still special decals.
Oh, that'd be a good idea. Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah.
So we'll just have to come up with some. Well, maybe we'll just randomly pick a couple of names, you know.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay? Yeah, so I'm going to go
Well,
with
I
the
can do
car.
that while you're working on the car.
Yeah, perfect. There, guys. This is what she's going to have to face when she comes back. Oh my gosh. Well, it's not so bad, I guess. I have seen much worse than that. So I'll be just showing the folks at home the lathe. You got some cleanup to do. We have them done.
Got your camera on, do you?
Well, it's no good showing folks at home without having the camera on.
Okay, well, I guess I did walk in on it. So anyway, here you go.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, my gosh, my gosh. Aren't they gorgeous?
Now, we've got a limited number, but I want to get these out to you so you can get them put on now.
Oh my lord, eh? Look how nice they are. Let me see if I can hone in good. Don't move, because I'm trying to chase you.
Well, now you know what it's like when I'm trying to chase you.
Yeah. I can never get clear of you. That's the problem. I'll try to take a picture of that, but I'll just heat that up because that metal's a bit cold. Get some rubbing alcohol, and then we'll stick that on.
Yep.
Yeah, anytime you're putting decals on anything, vehicles or whatever, you're better off using rubbing alcohol if there's any waxes or oils or greases or messes. Messes.
I clean off the decal too before doming it
Yeah?
with alcohol.
Yeah, so you don't have dust.
Yeah, dust or same thing, you could have a fingerprint or
Yeah. Well,
residue,
yeah.
something on the material you're using.
Yeah.
You need that.
Probably helps to have a clean rag too. I don't think I use a clean rag here. I don't think so.
No?
No. Okay. So, how big are those? That's not even a decal, for God's sake. That's an emblem.
That's an emblem, yeah, we keep calling it decals.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
2 and 11/16.
But they're what?
2 and 11/16.
Oh, I thought they were-
That's the size.
Now, if you got trouble getting the backing off, you just got to keep. I'm having trouble getting the backing off. I need a knife.
Knife? Where's your knife?
I don't know where the knife is. You just have to get a blade and just root down the back of the. There you go.
Yeah, because it is heat, so it is stuck to it, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, we'll be back in a minute. So there's the thing before the decal. What do you think?
Oh, lovely. Yeah, that's nice. Finish off the top of it, don't it?
Oh man, what a job you did with that. You outdone yourself on that. Daniel will like that. I
Absolutely.
can tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey?
So now it's finished.
Yeah, it's you know, I don't have the light plugged in. Hang on, I gotta go plug the light in. There we go.
Done.
Yeah, it's done. Boy, I'm gonna tell you what, that's pretty cool.
That is cool. What a handy tool it's going to be.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be perfect, eh, for his needs.
You got that right.
We were gonna buy one, eh, but for him from the States, but by the time you ordered it in, it didn't look very heavy, and your reviews were bad on it. And by the time you ordered it in, it was only like $220, but by the time it got through customs, the time you got the Canadian dollar factored in, and then UPS with their brokerage, it was up around 28,000.
I know. It was
Right?
more than we wanted to spend.
You know, and then probably 6 to 8 years to get it.
Yes.
You know, and it was like our buddy Luke. If UPS is dropping it off, he'll never see it.
I'll never see it this way.
Hey, you know.
Yeah, he's got bad luck, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. So
That is nice.
yeah, I'm pleased with that. I must say that's exactly what I was looking for. So yeah, we read all the comments and we read all the suggestions, and sometimes we take the suggestions and we apply them to our needs and our way of doing things. So it's kind of unique that way, you know. So we do listen, you know. Anyway, folks, that's the updated version of the fret press.
That's right.
So we won't fret no more.
No more fretting.
Tomorrow we shall see. When we got a real busy day today. Tomorrow, it's bad enough today. I got caught up in this, but at least now you can see the exact way that we did complete it. Sometime, this one here we're kind of under the gun because we want to try to get it back to Daniel because of his production of guitars, and we don't know if he needs it right now or not, but we tried not to tie it up for too long. So Saturday evening when we launched the other video, as far as we were concerned, it was done. But this morning I came out to put the bulb in, and I looked over at that spring and said, oh boy, you know, and then I got all interested in it. And I mean, now it's a perfect tool. It's a perfect fret press. And I really don't think there's been one done exactly like this. You know, the end keepers keeps the spring centered, so it's not getting caught up in the teeth. And of course, hey, you know, my favorite part is the emblem on top.
That's a small part of that.
But yeah, but it's always my favorite part. It's always my favorite part is the decal. So, you know. Before Kathy used to do the decals, I had a friend of mine, well, I still have him, but he's a really good guy, and he's doing some church work
He's
in
traveling often,
yeah, in Mexico, you know. He's doing what they call pioneering, and like, he's a friend slash brother, you know. We're that close. We're totally opposites of each other, but we're just that close. And he used to do all our decals before. And I used to go into his place of business and I'd say, "Where's Brian?" And they'd say, his employees would say, "Well, he's up in his office pulling hair out of his head because he's doing a decal for you." And he's nervous. And lots of times I'd go up and say, "No, I need it done this way, or I want more detail." So anyway, later on in life, he said, "You know what?" He said, "You made me a better graphic designer," because he said, "You're so fussy."
Well, that's right. So fussy, and you always challenged him. You know?
Well, exactly, you know, and just a great guy. So, but since he had moved away, we were really left without anybody we could trust to do the decals. So Kathy is the accountant here, the controller here, the IT person here, the security, electronics, surveillance technician. Isn't that true?
Yes.
Yeah, you know. Matter of fact, last year we had the phone company come in and put in fiber op. And anyway, the guy who we know quite well was sitting in the office talking to Kathy. So I went for a test drive. When I came back, he was sitting in his van. And I said to him, I said, "You finished already?" He said, "No, man." He said, "I had to get out of the office." He said, "I asked Kathy something about the security system." And he said, "It just went over my head, so rather embarrass myself," he said, I said I'd go wait in the van for a while." Remember that?
No.
He did, yeah.
It happened.
Oh, it happened, yeah.
Yeah.
So I said,
I found out later why he left so abruptly.
"Oh, yeah, that's right." Well, I told you, I came in laughing, right?
Yeah,
So it's just a fact. So,
that's true.
you know, people making their comments, they say, "Well, where does Daniel get his talent from?" Hint, hint, or a wink. And I always say, "Well, Kathy." Because she does. I'm telling you, folks, this is only simple what I'm doing compared to the stuff that she does. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. That's a little story, little rant we got here going. So I don't know when the next video is going to be. We just don't know. So we'll just leave it till the next time. What we're going to do is we're going to leave this last video up here for, we're going to give it 48 hours, and then we're just going to randomly pick 2 people and just check your comment box. And if you won, we'll be asking you for your address. So thanks for watching. You guys take care. Hope you enjoyed the newest updated fret press.
Yeah, that's right.
Because hopefully tomorrow this is going to be on its way to Ontario.
Yep.
And hopefully useful to our son Daniel, who builds these guitars. And for those who don't know, check out shortguitars.com or Short Guitars on Facebook. Right? And if you want to see his guitars being played, you go to 87 Sherwood. That's 887 SHEARWOOD, and look up Dennis and get on his channel. And that's Daniel's older brother, and he plays the guitars. So, and he can play them. So folks, take care. Thanks for your interest. Thanks for watching. Take care, and God bless.